Imagine this, you're refilling your cat's water bowl again, and you catch yourself thinking, wow, they've really been drinking a lot lately, and then you smile. Because a cat drinking plenty of water sounds like a healthy cat, right? So you top off the bowl, you go about your day, and you never think about it again. But what if I told you that the very thing you just decided was a good sign is often the first and only warning of a silent disease that quietly takes more senior cats than almost anything else? What if your cat's own body has been sending you a distress signal and it looks so harmless that almost every single cat parent waves it away? I know that is a frightening thing to hear because you love this cat, and the idea that something serious could be building while everything looks fine is the exact kind of thing that keeps good pet parents up at night. But here is why I need you to keep watching. This disease is called the silent killer for a reason. By some estimates, as many as 1 in 3 cats over the age of 7 will develop it, and in my clinic I see it constantly. But by the time a cat looks obviously sick, the damage has usually been growing quietly for a very long time. The good news, the reason I am making this video, is that if you catch it early, you can add years of good, happy life to your cat. If you saw the thumbnail, you saw the promise. Today I am going to tell you exactly what this silent killer is, the one sign that everyone ignores, and the simple things you can start doing tonight to protect your cat. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Rachel, your neighborhood veterinarian, and welcome back to the channel. The disease we're talking about today is chronic kidney disease, and I want you to understand why it is so sneaky, because once you understand it, you'll never look at that water bowl the same way again. Your cat's kidneys are 2 small, incredible organs, whose whole job is to filter waste and toxins out of the blood and flush them out in the urine. They are the body's cleaning system. Here's the cruel part. The kidneys have a huge amount of reserve, which sounds like a good thing, but it means a cat can lose a very large portion of their kidney function before they ever look or act sick. Your cat can be walking around, eating, purring, seeming perfectly normal, while behind the scenes those filters are slowly wearing out. So a cat who looks fine is not proof that the kidneys are fine. That is why we call it silent. And there's one more piece that makes cats especially vulnerable. Your house cat's ancestors were desert animals. They evolved to survive on very little water, pulling most of their moisture from the fresh prey they caught, which means your cat has a naturally low thirst drive. They are, in a sense, wired to live a little bit dehydrated all the time, and that constant mild dehydration is hard on those hard-working kidneys year after year. So today we're doing a complete masterclass on protecting your cat from this silent killer. Grab a notebook, because I'm going to walk you through the one sign everyone misses, the warning signs that come later, and then the simple daily habits that genuinely help. Let's start with the sign that everybody ignores. The sign is this: your cat suddenly starts drinking more water and peeing more. That's it, that's the whole thing, and it is so easy to miss because it looks like the opposite of a problem. When the kidneys start to struggle, they lose their ability to concentrate urine and hold water in the body. So the body tries to compensate the only way it can, by pushing your cat to drink more, and then flushing that extra water straight back out. To you, it looks like a thirsty, well-hydrated cat. To your veterinarian, increased thirst and increased urination in an older cat is one of the loudest early alarm bells there is. So here's what I want you to actually watch for. Are you filling the water bowl noticeably more often than you used to? Is your cat suddenly hanging around the faucet, the shower, or drinking from odd places like your glass? And most telling of all, go look in the litter box. Are the urine clumps getting bigger, or are there more of them than there used to be? A cat who is suddenly producing large, heavy clumps day after day is a cat whose body may be waving a flag at you. Most people see a bigger water habit and feel reassured. I need you to see it and get curious. But what if you're not sure whether the drinking has really changed? That's where the later signs come in, and I want you to know them. But I also want you to understand that by the time these show up, the disease has usually been at work for a while. So don't wait for these. The first is weight loss, and it is subtle. Your cat slowly, quietly gets bonier along the spine and hips, even though on the surface they still seem to be eating. Second, appetite changes. As waste products build up in the blood, your cat starts to feel nauseous. They approach the bowl, sniff, maybe take a bite, and walk away. Some become very picky. Third, and this one is easy to notice if you're close to them, the breath. A cat with failing kidneys can develop a distinctive foul, almost ammonia-like or chemical smell to their breath because those toxins the kidneys normally remove are lingering in the body. Fourth, a coat that goes from sleek to dull, greasy, or unkempt because a cat who feels unwell simply stops grooming the way they used to. And fifth, a general fading, more sleeping, more hiding, less of the spark and the play you're used to. Any one of these in an older cat deserves a phone call. Now, before I give you the plan, do me one quick favor. If you're learning something today, tap that like button. It tells the algorithm this kind of honest, caring cat advice is worth showing to more pet parents, and it truly helps me protect more cats. Thank you. All right, let's talk about what you can actually do. Here is the single most powerful thing, and it costs you almost nothing but attention. Catch it early. Because here's the honest truth about this disease. We usually cannot cure it, but we can very often slow it down and keep your cat comfortable and happy for a long, long time. And the earlier we find it, the more life we can give them. That's why I'm going to ask you to do something that sounds boring, but can genuinely save your cat's life. Once your cat hits about 7 years old, they are a senior, and I want them to have blood work and a urine test at least once a year, and ideally twice a year as they get older, even when they seem perfectly healthy. There's a simple blood test your veterinarian can run that flags kidney trouble earlier than the old tests ever could, sometimes long before your cat shows a single symptom. That one visit is the difference between finding this at the beginning, when we have so many options, and finding it at the very end. Now let's talk hydration, because this is where you can help every single day. Remember, your cat is wired to run a little dry, so our whole goal is to sneak more water into them. The easiest, most effective change you can make is to feed more wet food. Canned or pouch food is mostly water, and it gives those kidneys a steady, gentle stream of hydration that dry kibble simply cannot. Next, rethink the water itself. A lot of cats don't like drinking next to their food, and many won't drink from a bowl so deep it touches their whiskers. So offer water in wide, shallow bowls, place a few of them around the house away from the food, and consider a pet water fountain, because a lot of cats are far more tempted by moving running water than by a still bowl. Little changes like these, done every day, take real strain off those kidneys over a lifetime. And here is a warning I need every cat parent to hear, because it fits this exact topic, and it is deadly. Lilies. The lily flowers and bouquets in gardens, Easter lilies, tiger lilies, day lilies, and their relatives are catastrophically toxic to cats and cause sudden, often fatal kidney failure. And it doesn't take much. A cat brushing against the flower and then grooming the pollen off their fur, a nibble on a leaf, even drinking the vase water, can be enough to destroy their kidneys in a matter of days. So please, if you have a cat, keep true lilies completely out of your home and yard. If you ever suspect your cat touched one, that is an immediate emergency. Go to a vet right away, because with lilies, hours matter. So let me make this simple, the way I do for the families in my clinic. You do not need to panic or hover over your cat. You need 3 small habits. First, once a week, glance at the litter box and notice the size and number of the urine clumps, and keep a rough sense of how fast that water bowl is emptying. Second, lean your cat's diet toward wet food and make fresh water easy and inviting to reach. And third, the moment your cat turns 7, commit to that yearly senior blood and urine check. That's it. Those 3 habits are how you turn a silent killer into a disease you catch early and manage on your terms. And one honest note from me, vet to pet parent, before you go. Everything I've shared today is meant to help you notice trouble early. It is not a diagnosis. Increased thirst can point to kidney disease, but it can also signal other treatable conditions, which is exactly why a real exam and lab work matter so much. So if your cat is drinking more, losing weight, or just seems off, don't sit on it and don't try to guess at home. Make the call to your veterinarian. Choosing to learn what your cat can't tell you out loud is one of the most loving things you will ever do for them. It means that even when their body hides the truth, you're paying close enough attention to catch it in time. So do me a favor right now and leave a comment. Have you noticed your cat drinking more lately, and how old is your cat? I read every single one, and I love watching this community look out for each other. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss one of these deep dives into keeping your cat healthy and safe. Give your beautiful cat a slow blink from Dr. Rachel tonight. Stay close, trust your instincts, and I'll see you in the very next video.